HB 744 by Rose relating to the Medicaid eligibility of certain women after pregnancy.
Recognize Representative Rose to explain the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 744 addresses the #1 recommendation of the Maternal Mortality and Morbidity Task Force by continuing coverage for pregnant mothers postpartum.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Wally, for what purpose?
Would Representative Rose yield for a few questions?
Representative Rose, yield for questions?
Yes.
Lady yields.
Representative Rose, this is a very serious matter. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
And what we're trying to do here in your bill is protect the lives of mothers. Is that not true?
Yes, it is, sir.
And the Texas Maternal Mortality Morbidity Task Force spent several years studying this issue. Is that correct?
Yes, they spent the past 2 years reviewing maternal health data. Mr. Speaker, could we please have some order?
Members, could we please have order and give your respect to those having the discussion on the mics?
Yes.
I'll repeat my question so that folks can understand and the body understands what we're trying to do here. The Texas Maternal Mortality and Morbidity Task Force that we actually created along with Senator Huffman a couple of sessions ago, that task force has issued several reports. Is that not correct?
That's correct.
And the most recent one spent a couple of years studying maternal deaths. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
And in the most recent 2018 report, what I have here, it's the September 2018 report. Isn't it true also that maternal mortality and pregnancy complications remain a significant problem in the state of Texas?
That is correct. And that's why they made the recommendation. The #1 recommendation from the report was extending coverage would help reduce those maternal rates.
Okay, and so right now what happens is a mom that is giving birth that's on Medicaid, she's covered up to 60 days. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And what happens is you have a situation where we've had a policy that we're trying to change here now with your bill that cuts off moms at 60 days.
That's correct.
And so we basically kick mom off Medicaid after 60 days of giving birth. Is that not correct?
Right.
And so isn't it also true that a majority, according to the report on one of the findings on page 10 of the report, the majority of, and it states a majority of maternal deaths occurred more than 60 days postpartum?
Yes, and they said that they were preventable deaths had they had coverage.
That's exactly right. And so the next finding, number 10, in 2012, in 2012 to 2015, a majority, about 50, close to 60% of the deaths were preventable deaths that you're trying to make sure that we fix with your bill. Is that not correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your bill, appreciate your work on this, and would hope that we get a favorable outcome with your bill.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Kane, for what purpose?
Question for the author.
Does the lady yield for questions?
Yes, I yield.
Lady yields.
Ms. Rose, is the Morbidity Task Force about pregnancy? I'm trying to understand where the pregnancy-related deaths, where the parameters are. Is this about the issues during pregnancy?
No, the issue is after pregnancy.
Okay.
For the past several sessions, we've been talking about maternal mortality in this body. And women are dying at alarming rates. And we're just trying to address that issue.
And so it's
Yes.
not...
Well, actually, it's before and after.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, and in honor of Mother's Day, I would ask this body to make sure that future mothers have coverage they need to ensure that their health is safe. Thank you.